Hello students, this is your English lesson. Today we will read unit number 10, Robinson Crusoe's Story by Charles Edward Carroll from Oxford Reading Circle 6. So we start our lesson. Robinson Crusoe, as a young and impulsive wanderer, defied his parents and went to sea. He was involved in a series of violent storms at sea and was warned by the captain in that he should not be a seafaring man. Ashamed to go home, Crusoe boarded another ship and returned from a successful trip to Africa. Let's read the poem together. The night was thick and hazy when the Piccadilly Daisy carried down the crew and captain in the sea, and I think the water drowned 'em, for they never found 'em, and I know they didn't come ashore with me. Oh, 'tis very sad and lonely when I found myself the only population on this cultivated shore, but I have made a little tavern in a rocky little cavern, and I sit and watch for people at the door. I spent no time in looking for a girl to do my cooking, as I'm quite a clever hand at making stews. But I had that fellow Friday just to keep the tavern tidy and to put a Sunday polish on my shoes. I have a little garden that I'm cultivating lard in, as the things I eat are rather tough and dry, for I live on toasted lizards, prickly pears and parrot gizzards, and I'm really very fond of beetle pie. The clothes I had were for fury, and it made me fret and worry when I found the moths were eating off the hair, and I had to scrap and sand 'em, and I boiled 'em, and I tanned 'em till I got the fine morocco suit I wear. I sometimes seek diversion in a family excursion with the few domestic animals you see, and we take along a carrot as refreshment for the parrot and a little can of jungleberry tea. Then we gather as we travel bits of moss and dirty gravel, and we chip off little specimens of stone, and we carry home as prizes funny bugs of handy sizes just to give the day a scientific tone. If the roads are wet and muddy, we remain at home and study, for the goat is very clever at some, and the dog, instead of fighting, studies ornamental writing, while the cat is taking lessons on the drum. We retire at 11 and we rise again at 7, and I wish to call attention as I close to the fact that all the scholars are correct about their collars and particular in turning out their toes. Exercises A. Questions 1. Where does Crusoe get his food from and what kinds of food does he eat? Answer. He gets his food from around the island: toasted lizards, parrot intestine, prickly pears, beetles, lard from his garden, carrot, jungleberry, tea, stews, etc. 2. What does the poet find amusing in the line? And I sit and watch for people at the door. Answer. It is a deserted island, no signs of life for miles. Yet the poet is trying to strike a note of normalcy, as if people walk in all the time. 3. What does Crusoe scrap and sand? What does this mean? Answer. Crusoe scrapes and sands his clothes. He scrubs the animal hide he uses to clothe himself to rid it of hair and insects. 4. Why do you think Crusoe needed a family excursion? And with whom does he go? Answer. To appear scientifically knowledgeable for distraction and entertainment. 5. Robinson Crusoe had a small family on the island. What details would you use from the poem to agree or disagree with this statement? Answer. I agree with the statement because he goes on excursion with his helper Friday and his domestic animals. He treats his animals like his family and knows their unique qualities. 6. After reading the poem, what impression do you get about Crusoe's life on the island? Answer. I think that Crusoe worked very hard to lead a comfortable life on the island. He grew food, kept a house, made his own clothes, and tried to have a good time even though he was miles away from home. B. Reference to context. Read these lines from the poem and then answer the questions. 1. I spent no time in looking for a girl to do my cooking. A. Why does the speaker spend no time in looking? Give 2 reasons. Answer. He may have to wait a very long time since the island is deserted. Also, he is good at cooking himself. B. Does the speaker find other help? Answer. Yes, Friday to do his cleaning. C. How does this person help? Answer. Keeps the cabin and shoes tidy. 2. If the roads are wet and muddy, we remain at home and study. A. Who remains at home? Answer. Crusoe, Friday, and their animal friends. B. What are those who remain at home and studying? Answer. Goat, sums, dog, ornamental, writing, cat, drum. C. What does the speaker want to attract our attention to about those who are studying? Answer. That they are very particular about cleanliness and personal hygiene. C. Words and meaning. 1. Find words and expressions in the poem that have the same meaning as the following. A. On to dry land, ashore. B. Drowned, carried down. C. Cave, cavern. D. An expert, clever hand. E. Developing, cultivating. F. Hairy, furry. G. Amusement. Answer. Diversion. H. Samples. Answer. Specimens. 2. What detail can you gather about the following from the poem? A. The goat. Answer. Clever at sums. B. The dog. Answer. Interested in ornamental writing. C. The sailors. The answer. The water drowned them. D. The Morocco suit. Answer was fairy, almost chewed up by moths, then scraped and sanded by Crusoe. E. Food, tough and dry. F. Crusoe's house. Answer rocky but neat. G. Domestic help. Answer Friday for keeping house and cleaning Crusoe's shoes. H. Collecting. Answer a family excursion for entertainment. Crusoe is always accompanied by domestic animals, collect specimens of plants, stones, and insects. I. Routine. Answer rise at 7, retire at 11. Thanks for listening. For new videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like my videos, please share and like.